Maybe you're looking for a different way for your students to give presentations. Instead of standing up front with Google Slides or maybe a PowerPoint presentation or just giving a speech, a podcast offers the opportunity for the student to demonstrate that learning without having to stand up front for everyone to see. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you this new website I came across called TwistedWave.com. And there are options for Mac, iPhone, and iPad, but there's an online version that allows you or your students to create a 5-minute audio file. And all you have to do is click New Document. And what happens is, I'm just going to bring it right over top of this. You click Record. I am recording things. I am recording things. And you have a podcast, or you have a recording of a potential podcast right here. There are things you can do. So notice there's this big, huge gap of silence here. If I click and I drag and I push delete, I can get rid of that. If I push space, I can listen to it. I am recording things. I am recording things. And notice that that's not very loud. So one of the things we can do with this is we can highlight it and we can normalize it. Normalize it makes it as loud as possible without making it too loud where it sounds like it's getting clipped. So I want it to be there. Yep. Notice. So now when I push play, I am recording things. I am recording things. It sounds just a little bit better than it did before. There are some other effects you can do, making just things louder in general. You can fade in, fade out, crossfade. There are some other things in here. I just told the students they can play with what they want to. Just be aware that sometimes it might not go the way they want it to. Now this does have a 5-minute limit for you to use. For students using on Chromebooks, go to Send to Google Drive. So they can select what it is. MP3 is probably the easiest. Give it a title. Well, I don't want the recommended and I don't want the fastest. If you go fastest, it's usually lower quality. So I'm going to go best. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's 320 kilobits per second and then send to Google Drive. So here I am inside of Google Drive. And so I'm going to find the audio file that we just created. So we called it test. And I'm going to go ahead and change the type to audio and search. And here it is right here, created 7:24 a.m. by me. I am recording things. I am recording things. So students will have access to this as soon as, or pretty soon as they are done recording it. Now in this too, I'm going to go ahead and close this. If students are going to work on this multiple days in a row, they can actually sign into TwistedWave using their Google account, and they can see things that they have worked on. Now notice I don't really have anything here, but they have up to an hour worth of recordings to do, and they have 5 minutes total each time. I hope this presentation gives you some ideas of things that you can do with your students.